Let's take a look at a summer camp that is teaching students all about robotics.
Find out more on Connect You.
The Lego robotics is kids, they build a robot and then they program it to do different things. They're programming the robots to follow tape, or they program them to race, or they program them to do different things. So it's coordination as far as building the robots, but then it's programming.
Legos used to be you just build with them and then maybe try to knock them down by throwing stuff. But now you can make Legos that say walk or run or drive around.
It's really fun because you get to build things on your own with a partner, and it's a nice experience.
ITEC is a Lansing-based nonprofit that empowers kids to go on, students to go on in the jobs of tomorrow, which almost entirely focus in technology areas. And we are the IT Empowerment Center. So we mostly do things that are related to information technology, after-school classes and camps that give kids these skills so that they can move toward the jobs. We mostly work with middle schoolers. ITEC is really a vision for Lansing in particular, empowered to move toward the next economy.
Every week there's a lesson, and then so it's like a 10 to 20 minute lesson, and then after that they have a mission, right? So they have to complete the mission based on whatever the lesson is.
The first day we were learning the basics of building them, and then we got some time to build our first one, to get it to move. That was our first objective. Then today we perfected the Lego Mindstorms that we built.
My favorite part is racing cars.
Sometimes people try to race their robots or sumo them, which is basically putting the two robots together and trying to push one out of the tape square.
It is really hard to download the program from the computer to the robot.
The hardest thing was building a race car because the suspension kept failing and the motors weren't running.
One of our big goals is to increase the motivation of students to actively problem solve, to dig into that problem solving process. But like anybody, you have to have a challenge before you're going to do problem solving, right? And so our job is to continuously present them with challenges, more and more difficult challenges that they encounter and that they solve.
I want to program games. Building the robots involves programming the robots to do what you want. You don't just build it and it does whatever, and it just does it.
What I was thinking was being an engineer, because you're learning how to manufacture robots, and being an engineer has a lot in common with this. Yeah.
The number of jobs that are offered versus the number of people who are qualified to work in IT doesn't match up. We don't have enough people here in Lansing, and so we're interested in sparking an interest in the youth to go into these careers in science and math and technology and engineering.
There's lots and lots of examples of people using Lego robotics for more advanced things, even at the college level. The college classes that I teach, we have a section on Lego robotics where we use it to do data logging. But there's plenty of labs that use the Lego robotics to automate processes in the lab. Larry Page, the guy that was co-founded Google, he used, I know, a Lego robotics program that he wrote in college, just as an example. So this isn't something just for kids. There's some pretty smart people that mess with this.
ITEC offers camps because kids have their summers open, and their parents and the kids themselves are looking for fun things to do. And so designing their own video games, doing robotics, those are all ways that they can get involved in new ways of learning. ITEC is really not school after school, and whether it's a camp or a class, it's a way of getting engaged in learning that doesn't feel like school.
Lego robotics, it's really learning engineering and programming. So in a really fun way. We just really want to spark their interest in those fields and to think about what they could do. I mean, robots are everywhere, robotics are everywhere, and there are a lot of careers that you could go into. And so to start it out is a really fun way for them to learn what they could do. That's our objective. For more information on any of our camps or classes, people can call me. My number is 517-708-4394. We also have a website. We are at iteclansing.org, or you can find us on Facebook and like us on Facebook. We're constantly posting new information on there.